Hi, you guys. Happy Sunday, you guys. Happy Sunday. I'm a little early because I saw people waiting and I didn't want to keep y'all waiting. You know what I mean? Happy Sunday, you guys. So we got about 6 minutes. People will start getting the alert that I am live. If you can hear me and see me clearly, you guys, let me know because you're here early. Let me know if you can hear me and see me clearly. Hear me and to see me clearly. I would say blink. Blink if you can hear me. Hi. And you don't stop, yo. Welcome. Can y'all hear me? See me clearly? Let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're from. Tell me where you're checking in from. Can hear and see you. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. You guys got the lights on. Got about 5 minutes. We'll get started. I'm going to drop the link in the chat because a lot of y'all saw my video where I was saying you can click on this and get the websites. There's the link. You can click on that, scroll down, and you can get like the websites, the REO, land, auction, commercial websites. Click on that. Thank you. Come on, Miami, Texas, Lebanon, Tennessee. Y'all aren't getting the floods, are y'all? I saw it was in Clarksville, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia. Welcome, everybody. I know it's been a minute that I've been on here like on a Sunday, but I decided to do this. Happy Valentine's Day weekend, you guys. Y'all are good? Okay, good. Good over there. Let me know where you're from, how you're doing. Man, y'all, every time you watch the news, it's something going on, isn't it? Every time we watch the news, try not to get distracted. Try not to get your anxiety up. Try not to get your blood pressure up. You know what I mean? Maryland, I see you. Welcome. Welcome from Alabama, David. Welcome, Indiana. Indiana, y'all been on the foreclosure list, Indiana. Real estate guru, y'all been on the foreclosure list. South Bend, Indianapolis, and Elkhart. Did I say that? Elkhart? We'll go over it. I'll go over the article. But Indiana, y'all been, what's going on in Indiana? Y'all got some high property taxes. I don't know what y'all doing in Indiana. Welcome. We got 4 more minutes to get started in here. I got my stamps because y'all know I mail letters. Look, you guys, I found this site, uspostagecart.com. If you buy stamps, then you're going to understand what I'm saying. 100 stamps, look, they're like coffees. 100 stamps for $27.99. 100. Y'all know a roll of stamps costs $73. uspostagecart.com. 100 for $27. They work. None of my mail has come back. None of my letters have come back. So I'm trying to put y'all on right quick. The amount of people struggling with these mortgages is crazy. And I think the struggle has just begun, you guys. The struggle has just begun. Are we about to see? I posted this in my stories. Are we about to see a massive wealth transfer from like struggling homeowners to like the uber wealthy? Is that what's about? You know, it's like I always say, like, I hate to be like I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not one of those people, right? I try to think positive. I try to give people like the benefit of the doubt. Like when fires started going off in California, I was like, okay, it's just the wildfires. You hate to think that people were like setting the fires, right? I always try to like think positive, right? But on the other hand, I'm also like, is there something else at play here, right? Is there something else going on? Like, is there a reason people are like getting laid? Like, all these people are going to get laid off from their job. My heart goes out to everybody getting, you know what I mean? Like thousands, hundreds of thousands of people getting laid off, right? Most people who have a mortgage qualified for a mortgage with 2 incomes, right? You got all these people getting laid off. And then, like, I'm just thinking of the trickle down domino effect that could have. Y'all saw DC put, 2,000 properties on the market in the last 30 days? 2,000 homes went on the market in DC in the last 30 days, right? Like the trickle down effect. Do you think foreclosures are going to stop if you can't pay your mortgage, right? So I was watching this. Hold on, y'all. I got to do this introduction. Y'all know I can start talking and then I just keep on talking. It's 7:59, almost 8 o'clock. If you're watching the replay or if this is your first time here, let me do a little quick introduction, right? If you've been here before, then you know I can talk. I can talk, right? So, you guys, welcome. I'm Ashley Pickens, right? Hey, Joan from Texas. I'm Ashley Pickens here in Memphis, Tennessee. You guys, here in Memphis, Tennessee, I've been in real estate since 2006. 2006, you guys, I got licensed in 2006. I've been a real estate agent. I've been a real estate broker, but y'all know me as your auction mama, baby. I am your auction mama. Welcome from Phoenix. Auction mama. I auction off foreclosures at the courthouse here in Shelby County, which is Memphis, Nashville, parts of Mississippi. I do all of that. I auction off foreclosures. I'm the one that says going once, going twice, sold. And so I just kind of make videos and we talk about real estate and I tell you what I see. And my focus is the distressed market. If you did not know that, I focus on the distressed market. Most of my clients are investors. I used to love the retail, residential, first-time home buyer, traditional market. I worked that market for a long time. But then I pivoted to the distressed investor, that kind of market. I always say, you guys, when you get into real estate, now there's like a tiny little group of people who just get in real estate because they want to help. They like walking through pretty houses. But I feel like the majority of people who get a real estate license, we want to be investors. At the end of the day, you want to be investors. You want to have your own properties. You want to get your own residual money. You want your own cash flow. I feel like that's everybody's end game, right? So that was my end game. That was my beginning and end game when I got in real estate in 2006. That's when Flip That House was huge. Flip That House was all over TV, Flip or Flop. All those people had the, reality shows. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to flip houses. And then so that's how I got into real estate. And I think most people, that's what you want to do, right? That's what I want to do. So then now I have gotten back on track with distressed market, primarily working with investors. That's what I do. So welcome, you guys. Welcome from Phoenix and everybody. So let's get into it. So much we have not talked in so long. I feel like I need to say like happy 2025, happy New Year, happy Valentine's Day. So much is going on. So let's talk about, I just have so much to talk about. And I try to stay on track, but I can't stay on track. That's just not in my nature to stay on track. But let's look at, shout out to everybody in the mentorship. Y'all know the next mentorship starts on Wednesday, you guys. It starts on Wednesday. So you better get in if you want to get in. It's been really good. 5 weeks, all about foreclosures, marketing to distressed homeowners, making offers, all that kind of stuff. So let's jump into, let's make sure the Wi-Fi is Wi-Fiing. Okay, now let me go back to what we were talking about before I did the intro. Do you feel like all of this is like by design, right? Do you feel like all these layoffs are going to cause people to, you're going to lose money. Like you're not going to have money. Like that's going to make people dependent on like maybe government assistance. I don't know. Like what are people supposed to do who don't have a job? I guess you get unemployment, but they talking about cutting unemployment, right? Like what are people supposed to do? Then you can't pay your mortgage. You lose your house. I was watching TikTok. I don't know if y'all saw this. This girl was on TikTok and she had just lost her job, just gotten laid off. And she was calling the mortgage company. And she was like, I just got laid off and I don't think I'm going to be able to pay my mortgage. Right? Yeah, universal basic income. I've heard of that too. That's been on the books, making people dependent on the government, right? But anyway, she called and she was like, I just got laid off. And I'm trying to like get the heads up on, is there assistance that I can get? Um, what do I need to do? Like I felt like she was being proactive, right? She was being proactive and they were like, well, you got to be 30 days late for us to do something. And then we can transfer you to loss mitigation and then we can help you. And I was like, damn, you got to mess up your credit in order to get help. Like, and she was trying to call to let them know, like, this is what's going on. This is my situation. Before I'm late, is there something I can do? And the lady was like, you got to be 30 days late in order for us to do anything for you. I was like, dang. You know what I mean? What do I think those are sold through auction? Tax liens. Yeah, tax liens and deeds definitely sold through auctions. Check out Parcel Dream, Parcel Dream. And here in Shelby County and a lot of other places, Zeus Auction, Zeus, Zeus auction.com. But when your customer is being threatened, you're right. You're right. I think people have to figure out how to add, you can't just get money for existing. True. Everybody different from auction to foreclose. Bree in Art Travels, help me a little bit. Tell me what you're trying to ask me. Yeah, and this is going to be the point where you guys, I knew coming into 2025, I was like, the rich going to get richer and the poor are going to get poorer, right? You got to pick which side you're going to be on. And you're going to have to stay on that side. Pick a side and hold on to it, is what I'm saying. That's what you're going to have to do. And you might have to work harder than you never had to work. But sometimes, let me say this, sometimes the struggle builds people, right? You recognize you got skills and talents and things that you never, like when you hit rock bottom, like it's like that motivates you to get your life together. You know what I mean? A lot of times that's what it takes. Sometimes we've seen people like have to scrub the bottom in order to get their life together, right? So, you know, that might be what happens for a lot of people, right? This might be that turning point that they needed to be like, okay, let me get into my full potential, right? You know what I mean? You gonna say the struggle is overrated. Well, I don't know what people are going to do, you guys. I don't know. Sound price middle class still think they are middle, but really they are upper working poor. Yeah, they said the middle class is going to be like eliminated, right? The middle class is like the people who live off of credit and things like that is just, you know, in for it. Let's look at a couple of things, you guys. Just keep swimming. That's right. Just keep swimming. Do you think it's a good idea to hire realtors that specialize in REO foreclosure? I think if you can find them, those are kind of like few and far between to find agents that specialize in foreclosures. But you know, if you're buying an REO, when you go on those sites, and we can talk about that, like when you are, I don't know, you guys, let's make sure my, you know how the Wi-Fi acts sometimes. Y'all know how it gets down over here. Let me know. Let's talk about, let's say if you're on, just for the sake of this, I'm going to share my screen and then y'all let me know if you can see it. Okay. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Let's see if you can see my screen. Share. REO, real estate owned by the bank. These are properties that went up for auction, did not sell, and then they reverted back to the bank, and they are bank owned REO. Can y'all blink if you can see my screen? Blink if you can see my screen, you guys, if it changed for y'all. REO properties. Blink it. Thank you, Joan, and everybody. Okay, so you were saying, should you specialize, use an agent that's specialized? If you're buying an REO property, this is Home Path. This is Fannie Mae's REO site. So let's say we put in Chicago, you put wherever you're looking for properties. When you click on one, look at that price reduced. When you click on it, most REO properties have an agent that you have to reach out to. It looks like Patricia Monroe is this agent. So you could call them if you wanted to make an offer, basically, when it comes to REO properties. Home Path, HUD Home Store, Home Steps, they all have agents you have to go through. You can have your own buyer's agent You can have your own buyer's agent, but if you don't have one, you still got to go through an agent, is what I'm saying. If that makes sense to everybody. Is that kind of the question you were asking? Nobody, but why would they not steal? Why would they? Thanks everybody for blinking. Usually they give first preference to homeowners. That's true. Homeowners, owner occupants, nonprofits, those people get first dibs, like when the auction first opens or when they first put these properties out. And then after a certain period, then they let investors bid on the properties. On a foreclosure in Shelby County, Tennessee, not sure if it's REO. How much does a title search on a foreclosure in Shelby County? Not sure if I don't know how much it would cost, but I know they have a lot of little what do you call it? Like online title search companies. I've never used any of them, but I've heard some people have used. Anybody on here used like an online title search company? When I need a title search, I just call my title company and ask them to do one for me real quick. But some people do use that for the fun, but the things absolutely. But sometimes bank is the auction bidding. Yes, sometimes I have seen. I had an auction Thursday and auction.com was out there. So sometimes I'm at the auction, we're calling simultaneously. So auction.com was out there and they have the people like out front bidding, like there were bidders there. And then she was like, I think on the phone or she had her tablet and she could see like the bank was bidding and online people were bidding too. Now with me, you guys, with me, trustee sales, it's just the people at the auction. Like I'm not talking to the bank. Whatever the opening bid is, that's the opening bid at trust with me at the courthouse trustee sales. I'm never with the bank, like bidding against the bank or anything like, I mean, listening to banks offers, whatever my opening bid is. If you bid a penny over the opening bid and nobody else is there, you can get it for a penny over a lot of times. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So the bank may have a reserve that was not met. Yeah. So there's two types of auctions. Like you have a reserve auction and then you have an absolute auction. Reserve auctions mean that the bank or the seller has a minimum they have to reach in order to sell the property. If they don't reach that minimum, the property won't sell. I would say that I do absolute sales, right? If I say the opening bid is $50,000, you can bid $50,001 and get that property, right? That is it. The opening bid is boom, the reserve, which I feel like you should just, why is there a reserve? Just make the reserve the opening bid. You know what I mean? Like maybe I'm crazy, right? Maybe I'm crazy. Property Onion, is that where you do title searches? Property Onion. What type of nonprofit do you have to establish to get first dibs on? All right, look, Sultan Shakir, I don't know. It just says, I don't know the ins and outs, but a nonprofit. I guess they probably want to see like your articles of incorporation and stuff like that just to prove that you're a nonprofit, right? And let you bid. They probably just want to see that kind of proof. You know, I don't know what kind you got to be. Can you do a mortgage for trustee sales or is that cash only? It's cash only with me. It is certified funds. When you come see me at the auction, certified funds. I need a cashier's check in the complete amount. Cashier's check. If you come see me, make that cashier's payable to yourself. If you're coming to the auction or any auctions, make the cashier's check payable to yourself. That is the easiest thing to do. If you win the property, you can turn it over, endorse the back, and give it to me or the auctioneer. If you don't win the property, you can just deposit it back into your bank account, right? That makes sense to everybody. So make it payable to yourself when you go get that cashier's check. I used to have to show the crier my cashier check prior to be able to bid. That was made out of trustee. So I know a lot of times we will ask for proof, right? With me, usually people I've seen them make it out to the trustee if they know who the trustee is, but it's so many different trustees that a lot of people don't know who it is, right? So most people just make it payable to themselves. Make sense, everybody? So this is homesteps.com. This is one of the REO sites. Well, since we're here, we'll just talk about it. So first look means that it's open to only, I think, what is it? First look. Can y'all see that? Freddie Mac will offer home buyers and select nonprofits. There it is. You got to be a select nonprofit. an exclusive opportunity to purchase homestep homes prior to competition from investors through the Freddie Mac First Look initiative. So, boom, that's what you got to do. Home buyers and select nonprofits get an exclusive the first 30 days. And then after the first 30 days, then investors can bid on it if that's what they're trying to do. So you go on it, click, you make an offer. What kind of financing can you buy an REO with? Any kind of financing that you want to, right? You can use traditional financing. That's FHA, 203K, conventional, VA, hard money, whatever you want to use. You can use traditional financing. So all of y'all that are like, Ashley, I can't come to the auction because I don't have cash. You can buy an REO property, you guys. You can buy an REO property. Okay, you guys? Buying your home, making an offer. Let's see. Making an offer. What do you need? Let's look at this class. What to include with your offer: sales contract, pre-approval letter, boom, proof of funds if you have cash, earnest money, necessary home steps addenda. So they have their little paperwork that just because it's a bank owned, some little paperwork you got to sign. Boom. And that's what you do. You can counter the bank. What do I always tell y'all? Negotiate. Negotiate. Put it in the chat. Negotiate. It's the bank, right? When they be hitting us with all these fees, it's your turn to get them back. What do I say? When we playing with the bank, we play in limbo. How low can you go? Okay, so do not be afraid to counter the bank. Home Steps counters the buyer's offer. Exactly. Exactly. We countering. So lowball them and see where y'all end up at. Okay. And if your agent is like, because I had somebody reach out to me and they were like, I tried to make an offer, but my agent was like, that's too low. Baby, you better tell your agent, submit my offer. Submit. This is not your house, right? Submit this offer and let's see what they say. And that's what he said. He sent me an email and he was like, him and his son had bought a house, bank owned. The agent told him their offer was too low. And don't you know the bank accepted it? I was like, see, so you just, even if it's low, how low can we go? We play in limbo when it comes to these offers, right? So thank you, everybody. Negotiate. One thing to note, though, if an investor passed up an auction house, there probably was a reason. Usually it's the price the bank wanted. Got you. Now, if you come to the auction, you guys, and it's a great deal, right? Great deal, and you're the only one standing there, right? Great house. The opening bid is real low, and you are the only one there. You might want to double check and check that title again, right? Now, it might be your lucky day, or it might be something wrong with that title. You might be about to buy the second lien, okay? So it might be a second lien sitting out there. So just don't ignore the red flags, right? I tell y'all, if you buy a second lien at the auction, your feelings are going to be hurt all year. For the rest of the year, your feelings are going to be hurt. So do your due diligence, okay, before you go to the auction. New York City. I ain't going to do it. Y'all know I do it. Is that why you did that, Nicole? Because y'all know when you see New York City, I go straight picante salsa commercial. New York City. Okay. Y'all know how old I am. Just go with it. Okay. Agent, this too low. Me submit this is not your house. Respectfully, Melissa. That's what I'm respectfully submit this offer before I call somebody else and have them submit this offer. Because you're right. You are right. As an agent, you were supposed to submit every offer that you get, right? So don't let me have to remind you of your fiduciary duty, right? Today. What is the acronym COLD? Confidentiality, obedience, what is it? Loyalty and disclosure? I don't know. It's been so long. Y'all know the little acronym. So let's keep agent right. Please keep. Thank you guys. Hey, can you please make a video on how to do a title? Look, Isaiah. I need to get my closing company to do a video on how to do a title search. I put it in the Auction Accelerator. If you get my Auction Accelerator course, I do 4-5 different examples of how to check the title when you go to the auction. You guys use code thank you. Use code thank you. I do a whole extensive lesson. I give you the acronyms, what to look for when it says released, how to match the instrument number with the. I try, you guys. I try. And home, just trying to once on. I'm going to drop in a how low can they go up? That's right. We playing limbo. We playing limbo with these offers. Actually, so I'm on time. Look, I'm trying, you guys. Do you have a system for figuring out how to bid for a bank on, like, can we look up how much is owed to the bank? So if I was going to bid on a bank on property, I'll take y'all through my little train of thought real quick. Y'all, every one of these turn into master classes, don't they? We have a master classes every Sunday at 8 o'clock. So let's say, you guys, y'all got to roll with me here for a second. I'm going to share my, okay, blink if you can see my screen. Blink, because y'all know I'll get to rolling and y'all be like, Ashley, I can't see the screen. Let me know if you can see the screen. Chicago, I can't spell. Y'all know I was born in Chicago. I know y'all so tired of hearing that I was born in Chicago. Okay, so y'all blinking. Thank you. Thank you, Joan. Yes. Hey, Harpreet, how are you? Harpreet's in the mentorship. Thank you. Absolutely, you guys. We don't know. We're going into some uncharted territory, you guys. We got to be prepared, right? I don't know if a foreclosure wave is coming, if they're going to sell all these notes to hedge funds, but if not, we got to be prepared to get them, okay? We got to be prepared. So let's see. You think they're going to be bailing out banks? If everybody gets laid off, not everybody, but if a lot of people get laid off and then they get behind on their mortgage, we've already got. So look at this. Y'all know I get distracted. Hold on. I get off. I'm going to go back. Remind me what you said about, remind me what you said about how I would look up a offer. Okay. Don't let me forget that. Can y'all see my screen? Yes. Yes. Yep. Or BlackRock. You're right. You're right. You know how they would do it. So deeds.com, you guys, I'm going to drop this in the chat so y'all can read it for understanding for yourself. Thanks for blinking, you guys. I see you down there, Anthony. So deeds.com just came out with a study. I did a video on it if you saw my video. Mississippi ranks highest in housing payment difficulties. Let's keep reading to the important part. This paragraph right here, I can't call on y'all to read out loud, but I would if I could. Okay, it says, according to a recent study by deeds.com, over 6.6 million households are already behind on their mortgage payments, while 9.4 million renters are struggling to pay rent already. This is before even these jobs and layoffs have started, you guys. This is what we're looking at right now. 9.4 million renters and 6.6. You know, if you ask me, you got to multiply by 2. You got to multiply. So it's probably over 10 million on both sides that are behind on mortgage payments. Mississippi tops the list. Nearly 15% of its households are behind on payments. So that means I'm going to be busy at the auction, y'all. I was in Mississippi last week, actually. And 21% of renters are struggling to pay rent. So what are the landlords and the investors doing, y'all? What are we doing? Illinois, while just 3% of their homeowners are behind on mortgages, 24% of renters are delinquent in Illinois, you guys. And it goes on, and you can see there's the top 10 of who behind. Top 10, New York, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, Texas, New Jersey, Wyoming, Delaware, Illinois, and Mississippi when it comes to late on mortgages and late on rent. And the layoffs just started this weekend. You know, on TikTok, they're calling it the Valentine's Day Massacre, the Valentine Weekend Massacre. All these layoffs coming. I was like, damn, they got laid off on their day off. Got laid off on their day off. I'm like, they working on the weekends, laying off people. You know what I mean? Question, if hedge funds will be at the court steps, better off on MLS with a listing that's been listed for a while. I think you got to go both ways. Like right now, since inventory is up and we've got so many people with houses on the market that just aren't selling, I think that is a route that you can go to. Like start reaching out to these people who've been on the market for a long time. Expired listings, like we call them stale listings. Start reaching out and talking to them, making them some offers. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be a lot of people Distress selling, right? Distress sellers trying to get off these properties. 9.4 million and 6.6 million, you guys. People, that's when you start trying to put your house on the market, trying to outrun an auction. Even though I tell y'all, do not outrun an auction, but you'll start seeing distress selling, right? But right now it's kind of a tough time to be a distressed seller because ain't nobody buying a house. These interest rates sitting at 7. You know what I mean? So you reach out and see what you can do, right? That's another route. I would say another channel, if you're looking to pick up properties, is reach out to these people who've been on the market a long time, so think about Tennessee for retirement. I would have to find a home. Now Tennessee, we got some depending on what part of Tennessee you're talking about, Cynthia. I dare not mention that I live in Memphis, right? And then y'all come for me in the crime in Memphis. But we got some good real estate prices. Let me say that. Memphis got some good real estate prices. So, we are definitely more affordable than the rest of the country. We're on the deeds. Are you seeing that? Did you see I dropped it in the link for you, Sultan? Look, hold on. There's Sultan. Click on that and then scroll down. I just dropped the article in the chat box if y'all want to read the full article, right? So you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, let's keep going because I can get off. So that's deeds.com. That's what's going on. So, we already got 9.4 and 6.6. When people start getting laid off, then what? You know what I mean? When people can't pay their mortgage, we going to bail out the banks again? We getting another stimulus check? Y'all tell me I don't think they're going to pass out stimulus checks. I don't know about that. I feel like they trying to cut spending everywhere they can cut it. So I don't know if they're going to start handing out checks again like that. But this is dailyjobcuts.com. Y'all know I'm always on here. Shout out to dailyjobcuts.com. They always share my articles and stuff like that on their pages. You're welcome, you guys. I'm in Maryland tax sale season. Over the last few years, we have seen more large companies purchasing tax sale certificates, cutting the little man out. The housing crisis is about to get real, Cynthia. Real quick. Yeah. It's just so much. And this is what I talk about in the mentorship all the time. It's just so many things, right? Everybody's like, it's not 2008. I'm like, you're right. It's 2025. We've been through COVID. Yeah, we've been through a lot in the last 5 years. You know what I mean? We've so much. COVID with the foreclosure moratorium, people haven't paid their mortgages in 4 and 5 years. Commercial real estate is in the trash right now, right? Everything. Airbnb, their numbers ain't reporting. They reported that they had some good numbers, but those are like their international properties. Airbnb is not doing as good as they say they're doing. All these layoffs, you guys, you know what I mean? Just the price of everything is ridiculous right now. Wildfires, floods, hurricanes. Like, it's just so many ingredients. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. It's just so many things that could cause, who knows? You know what I mean? We just got so much going on. It's affordability. It is affordable. It's definitely not supply. It's plenty supply. It's definitely affordability. Anytime anybody gets on the news and be like, we got a housing shortage, I'm like, that's not the truth. That's definitely not the truth. Drive through some of these builder subdivisions and see. Ain't no line wrapped around new builds. It's plenty of houses. They're just not affordable for most people right now. So can I do anything with $175,000 cash? Absolutely. You just figure out your plan. You can go buy you an REO. You can go to the auction. You know what I mean? You got options. You got options. I'll say that. Thanks from Tampa. What's up, Florida? I love Florida. Let me look at Daily Job Cuts real quick. Because look, every time you get on Daily Job Cuts, y'all watch this site. Because if you watch the news, like I said, they're going to have you thinking we eating pink Starburst and jump through sunflower fields, right? And we're not in this world. Not everybody else. So 15, did y'all hear the probationary workers? They got laid off. They got laid off yesterday. They got an email, I think, last night or the night before. Probationary workers. Hold on. 200,000. You guys, 200,000. That was like a scary laugh, not like a laugh. That was like a, can you believe that kind of laugh? 200,000 people getting laid off, you guys. That's crazy. Crazy. It's crazy business going on. Waste management, letting go 5,000. CDC letting go 1,300. HUD laying off, not HUD. HUD laying off too. HUD to cut 50% of its workforce in latest purge. You guys, not HUD. About to lay off. Mm-mm-mm. The plot thickens with Ashley Pickens, doesn't it, you guys? The plot thickens. Just looking at this section, that's 2,000, 1,300, 48,000 plus 5,000. Meta said they laying off. Mark said he laying off. So this side, if you're not familiar with daily job cuts, this side shows, okay, the top part are articles. You can read these articles. Boom, see what's going on. More Americans with government loans are falling behind on their mortgages. You don't say. More Americans with government loans are falling behind on their mortgage. Borrowers who got home loans through government-backed programs are increasingly falling behind on their payments. Delinquency rates on FHA and VA loans reached 11. So, yeah, they said that. Over 10% of VA loans are delinquent right now. While FHA and VA loans don't have income restrictions, they're insured by the government and have looser down payment and credit score requirements. Boom, boom, boom. Conventional mortgages are creeping up. Boom, 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 boom. Gradual rise in delinquencies on the way. About a quarter of FHA borrowers who were seriously delinquent, meaning they were more than 3 months, they in foreclosure. Well, they should be in foreclosure. Y'all know after 3 months is when they file that default notice, cited loss of income, baby. They really about to have a loss of income come next week, followed by 19% who blamed excessive debt. Boom, boom, boom. The plot thickens with Ashley Pickens. So this side shows the layoffs. If you're not familiar with daily job cuts, this side shows the layoffs. This side shows bankruptcy and companies that are closing down, okay? These going out of business, these laying off. So y'all just keep an eye on this. And you can see, it's really sad though. You know, it's sad. You know, people got kids. You got, especially if you bought a house. I was watching, I was on TikTok because I be on TikTok all the time. And this girl was like, the caption on her video was, just bought a house. No, just moved across the country, bought a house, went in debt furnishing it, and got laid off. I was like, dang. You know, we just, y'all better keep swimming and don't be over here overspending. I know people about to get their tax refund check. Y'all better hold on to it. But don't you buy flat screen TVs. You don't need a new car. You know, I think they're going to use AI to take these people's jobs too. These AI agents that can do customer service skills and answer phones and be chat boxes and do all that kind of stuff. I know, right? I don't know what a refund is either. I was just saying that for people who get refunds. I think AI going to take these people's jobs over too. And then, you know, when people are always like, I work from home and I can do my whole, you know, I take 3 naps and I can do all my work in 2 hours. But you know how people show like it's like the luxurious life working from home. They probably been like, we coming to get your job, right? It only take you 2 hours to do it, but we paying you 40 hours a day. These little AI agents you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Take your voice and answer the phone for you. You know what I mean, you guys? Snap all of it. Section 8, they said they coming for all of it. All of it. This will be the time. Again, what did I say, you guys? The rich gonna get richer and the poor gonna get poorer. You just gotta pick which side you're gonna be on and stay on it. That's all I'm saying. Pick a side. So, and if you're in real estate, you guys, maybe you're gonna have to learn how to work. That's all I'm saying. If you're just waiting on people to call you who want to buy a house, those days are probably over. You're gonna have to figure out how to work and hunt for your food like everybody else. Your property manager replaces receptionist with an AI. That's what everybody finna do. You know what I mean? They're saying like people have become like a liability. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like coming to work today. I ain't coming to work today. I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna be late. I don't want to do this. But they like, don't worry about it. We got somebody who's gonna work 24 hours and not complain and can fix themselves. Don't worry about it. You don't have to come. Which is sad. You know what I mean? I feel like people don't even understand how quickly it's going to take people's jobs. You know what I mean? It's how can we use the layoff site to our benefit? I think you just pay attention to where they just keep your eyes to the sun. I'm just kidding. I think the more you know, the more you grow. The more you know, the better you are, right? Jobs laying off. Like, let me show you this other site. Warren Tracker. You know, Warren Tracker is also my jam too, you guys. I'm going to share my screen. I know y'all can't see it. Share. Warren Tracker. It shows all of the layoff warnings across the country. So map of layoffs for 2025. California, it is February. I bet this is going to change a lot in the next couple of weeks, right? I don't think this has been updated over the weekend because, baby, who knew they was laying off on the weekend, on people's days off? They going in the office late, sending out emails, right? You get fired on your day off. 8,584 in California. It just shows all, like, you see when I highlighted 3,264 employees laid off in Washington, and you can click on, let me see what they got for DC over here. But I guess the people that a lot of federal workers, you know, in your mind, when you hear federal worker, you automatically assume it's like DC, right? But the federal workers work everywhere. Like, it's everywhere. So Texas, WarrenTracker.com is the name of this. But when people start getting laid off, y'all, people can't pay their mortgage. That's all I'm saying. It becomes harder and harder to pay these high mortgages, and then don't let taxes go up. Don't let insurance go up, and you just got laid off. You know what I mean? Like, that's a perfect storm for a whole problem. You know what I mean, you guys? So just be aware. That's all I'm saying. Be aware. Be alert. Arrive unhurt. Yeah, I see states too that don't have any layoffs, but just keep watching, right? Just keep swimming. Would it be good to wait for REO or auction? Seems like it's getting worse. I say at least familiarize yourself. I always tell y'all, go to the auction. It's free. Go to the auction. I was at the auction the other day and I saw one of my people on YouTube. He was like, I watched you on YouTube. I was like, hey. Just at least familiarize yourself with the process, right? And then, so you know what they say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, right? So make sure you know how to write an offer. Make sure you have all your ducks in alignment, right? So if you do see something, you can jump on it. But the other thing we have to think about, you guys, let me stop sharing because I want to talk. With the market possibly about to change, with the market changing, you don't want to be that investor. You want to make good moves, right? You want to buy good properties, build your portfolio, but you also don't want to be that investor that catches a falling knife. Y'all understand that scenario? Catching a falling knife. Like when you buy property, right? Usually you want to buy a property when it's increasing, when the value is going up. But with the market changing, these prices might be coming down. You don't want to jump in and price in your house starts going down. That makes sense to everybody. You want to be on the up, like when it's going up. You don't want to catch the knife when it's coming down, right? So that's another thing you have to worry about. You just make sure, look, you just buy it as low as you can get it. That's why we play in limbo. Get them houses as low as you can get them. So if they do start prices start coming down, you still all right. But what about if you lose your house? No, if you lose your job, right? There goes your income. You might can't afford properties anymore. So you're going to start putting your house on the market, right? We're trying to do some damage control. I lost my job. Let's go ahead and start planning accordingly. Let's throw our house on the market. Maybe we should hurry up and put our house on the market before everybody else start putting their house on the market, right? And then if you sit and prices start coming down, or if you go into foreclosure, then you can't buy another house for a while. Then you'll have to start renting. So now are we going to have a whole bunch of renters? Are renters going to enter the market? I don't know. You know what I mean? Think about that. Now are we going to have a whole country full of renters? Because not country, but a influx of renters coming in. You miss a couple mortgage payments, there go your credit. Let me say that. Or a whole bunch of people going to try to get ahead of this and put their house on the market because they see what's coming. I told you, they said like DC put like 2,000 properties on the market in the last 30 days because of these job losses. You know, you're right. Save some money. Don't live paycheck to paycheck. You know, save some money is all I can say. Keep swimming. Get your little side hustle going on. I don't know what y'all selling, cakes and pies and stuff out y'all kitchen. I don't know what y'all doing, but I don't know. You know, just be wise. Spend your money wisely. Make wise decisions. You know. I don't know what to tell y'all. Okay, let's keep going because y'all know I can talk all night and all day. I can talk. So let's talk about blink if you can see my screen. Blink if you can see my screen. Who gonna blink first? All right. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on. Monthly U.S. foreclosure activity increased in January. So it looks like there were a total of 30,816 properties with foreclosure filings. If you watch my videos, you can repeat what I'm about to say word for word. Foreclosure has 3 different filings, right? The homeowner gets behind on their mortgage. They file that default notice. That auction is scheduled. And then the bank repossesses that property, REO, right? Lenders repossess, REO, 2,973 U.S. properties through completed foreclosure, right? States that had at least 50 or more REOs. And the numbers are still pretty low, but y'all just keep watching the numbers. Just keep watching the numbers. January included Arizona up 73%, Virginia up 57%, South Carolina and North Carolina 55%, and North Carolina's 52%. Tennessee made the list. Tennessee is up 26%. If we had to pinpoint some cities, that's Detroit, Michigan, Chicago, Illinois, Riverside, California, New York City. Okay, I'm gonna let it go. I'll let it go. And Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Are y'all over there talking? Okay, y'all blinking. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thanks, you guys. Y'all are the best. Okay, let's talk about overall highest foreclosure rates right now. We've got states with the highest foreclosure rates were Delaware, Nevada, Indiana. I told you Indiana, Illinois, and Utah. Not Utah. I'm just kidding. I know it's houses in Utah. Y'all got houses out there. Cities with the greatest number of foreclosure: Riverside, California, Elkhart, Indiana, South Bend, Indiana. I told you, Indiana, y'all blowing up the list. Fresno, California, and Indianapolis, Indiana. What's going on in Indiana? Y'all, what y'all got going on out there? Other than Riverside, Fresno, and Indianapolis, population greater than 1 million, we've got Las Vegas, Philadelphia, with the overall highest foreclosure rates right now. I went through this Phoenix, and my opinion is just starting. Don't rush in yet. It's going to get cheaper at the bottom. You right. Just understand, I don't think we are even in the midst of it yet, you guys. I think it is just starting. I know for foreclosures for sure, they have not started. My auctions are getting canceled and postponed. Homeowners are still filing bankruptcy all day, every day. So this is just the beginning, you guys. It is just the beginning. Y'all know foreclosure waves last a while, right? Like, even though the market crashed in 2008, we didn't see the peak of our foreclosures until 2010, right? So understand it takes time for these banks to start pushing these houses out, right? So just be patient and make sure you got your ducks in a row. Okay, you guys? You want to be the lender and not the borrower, the head and not the tail. Y'all didn't know I was going to preach today, did you? You didn't know, right? Auction canceled in Nashville last week due to, yeah, they've been filing. I mean, they have been filing bankruptcy. My auctions have been getting canceled and postponed. Let's talk about foreclosure starts. That's that first filing. The homeowner gets behind and they file that notice of default. Lenders started the foreclosure process on 20,000 properties in January. The states that saw the greatest number of foreclosure starts were Texas with 2,654, California with 2,443, Florida 1,898, Illinois with 1,228, and New York with 949 foreclosure starts. Brand new bank is filing on them. Cities: Chicago, Illinois, New York City, Houston, Texas, Philadelphia, and Los Angeles. I'm going to drop this article in the chat so y'all can read it before y'all go to bed. Okay? So for understanding, because I know I kind of fly through them. There it is, the upper hand and not the lower hand. There it is. Thank you. So those were the latest foreclosure numbers, you guys. What else I need to talk about, you guys? I feel like it's so much we need to catch up on. What else am I missing that I have not talked about? We did daily job cuts. We did Adam. We did deeds. Auctions. We do have a big auction. Not a big auction week coming up, but we got auctions coming up, don't we? It's a new week. That means some new auctions, right? Are you outside or inside behind the metal detectors? It depends on what county I am in. Usually I'm on the courthouse steps. It just depends. Sometimes where was I when I was inside? I don't know if I was in Tipton or Fayette County. Sometimes I'm inside in the lobby. Sometimes I'm outside on the courthouse steps. It just depends on where they do the auctions. You know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes they do show up just to prove. A lot of times when homeowners show up, it's to be like, I paid it, or I'm filing bankruptcy or something like that. And they're trying to, say that they already bought the house back. Like, don't buy it. I've had people show up like lien holders, like this house went up for auction. And I guess like a HVAC company had done work on their house, right? And put a lien on the house. So the HVAC people showed up to the auction, right? To let them know that they had an interest in this house. You know what I mean? But let me make sure y'all understand that. Even though, so if you were to buy that house at auction and the HVAC company was there, you don't owe them any money. You don't owe them any money. They were there to see how high that house was going to get bid up. Because what happens is the opening bid, whatever the opening bid is, let's say it's $50,000. If it gets bid up to $100,000, that $50,000 right there, they're going to take the liens that homeowner owed out of that money. Okay. You don't have to pay it, right? You buying the house. They're not coming after you. But if that homeowner had any liens and judgments on the house, that's going to come out of their excess funds and get paid. Okay. So just so y'all understand that. It's sad. I always think about that. When foreclosures are coming, I'm like, oh, wait. Like, I remember, like, my phone, I tell people in the mentorship, I'm like, my phone used to be full of people crying all the time. Like, crying, they're about to lose their home. I'm about to be homeless. They just got that first notice. They'll call me because somebody was like, call Ashley. She does auctions. You call her. They call me crying, right? Trying to figure out what they're supposed to do or how they can keep their home a lot of times. It's sad, honestly. Okay, you guys, let's talk about auctions coming up this week. Here's a good site. Let's put this, I'm going to drop this in the chat. Thank you for blinking for me, April. You knew I was going to ask. So I'm going to scroll down to trustee sales. Let's look at a couple of them. Let's see what's going up for auction. What I do like to say is a lot of times, let me go back. Why does it look like that? What is going on with the site today, you guys? Are they in there working on it right now? A lot of houses just aren't selling. They just are not selling at auction. There we go. They're not selling at auction. And what do we call houses that do not sell at auction and revert back to the bank, class? Who gonna say it first? Houses that don't sell at the auction and revert back to the bank. What do we call them? Thank you, YouTube Unfolded. You got it quick. REOs. That's right. Claims that they don't have agent lien to get the funds right. Excess funds. Thank you, everybody. Excess funds only if the owner claims it. Then will the HVAC lien holder can get their funds right. So the HVAC can reach out to the trustee and get their funds, right? If they see that house sold, they can call and be like, I was at the auction and I saw that house sold. Can you go and cut me my check? Right? They don't have to wait until that homeowner gets their funds. They can call and get their coins. So what I was going to say is a lot of these properties are not selling at auction. I'm seeing that all the time. So this is the first Tuesday of the month, the first week of the month. You know, that's a big Georgia and Texas auction date, right? Georgia and Texas auction on the first Tuesday of the month. So we always have a lot of auctions. Now, if you come to this site, y'all can come to this and look at auctions. This tells the property address, the county, the state, what time the auction is going. And then it tells if it's been postponed, canceled, or what the opening bid is. CXL means canceled. PP means postponed. It just means it's moved to another date, right? So, but this is the opening bid. So if these two numbers are the same, it means it didn't sell at auction, right? And I'm noticing more and more and more and more that houses aren't selling at auction. A lot of these people just bought in the last 4 years. They owe that whole loan. Like I've told y'all before, the opening bid is the loan balance. The opening bid is the loan balance. So if somebody just bought post-COVID, like the last 2-3 years, they owe that whole loan balance. They might be upside down, depending on if they bid that house up. So you go to the auction for a deal, right? You're not going to the auction to pay full price. So if that house, the opening bid is full market value, nobody's bidding on that. And it's going to go back to the bank and then it will become an REO. So that's why I keep telling y'all, bookmark those sites like HUD Home Store, Home Path, Home Steps, bookmark those because the REOs are going to start coming here eventually. So you can see like that didn't sell. 319, that didn't sell. That sold for, opening bid was 36, it sold for 38. That didn't sell. A lot of cancels, right? A lot of cancels. Oh, there it is. So these are Georgia. Lots of Georgia. Let's see. Postpone. If you're watching a property and it gets postponed, just make note of the postponement date and then go back and look at it. There's some Texas, but let's see what's coming up for auction this week, class. Let's see if we got any good ones coming up this week. Hold on. Why do homes usually not sell during auction? Okay, you got me on that one. Because the firm is blah, blah. And don't forget, yes, my properties are owner occupied. The homeowner can still be in that property. You are responsible for evicting them. If you buy a property at auction and it's not for everybody's blood pressure. You guys, it's saying my connection is a little unstable. Y'all let me know if it started acting crazy. If the Wi-Fi started acting crazy, we might have to come back tomorrow. It is a holiday. Maybe I'll hop on here tomorrow. I know the Wi-Fi is acting crazy. But I think it's okay. Blink if I'm back. Blink if I'm back. There's the site. I put the site in the Okay, cool. We back. So we're gonna roll with it as long as we can. I might hop on here tomorrow. I'll send out an email to everybody if I'm on here tomorrow. Since it is a holiday. Good. We're gonna keep rolling till we can't anymore. All right, you guys. So just heads up, make sure you get my emails and all that kind of stuff. So I dropped the site in the chat. Let's look at this week's. This is the week. So you can check and see all the weeks. You can see weeks previous, all the way for looks goes to April of last year. So you can come on here and see what properties have sold for. Okay, you guys. So let's look at some of these properties and see what we got going this week. Tomorrow is a holiday, so no auctions tomorrow. We've got, oh, this is one in Oregon. We got a good 988,000 open and bid. Let's see what's going on. Pine Street. Oh, no pictures, you guys. Don't do us like that, Zillow. We would like to see what it looks like. Sorry, no image available. Of course not. Okay, let's see. Let's try to find another one that's more. Okay, 55 La Cuerda, right? Is this what this is called? In Arizona. Let's see what they got going. Okay, let's see her. Okay, is she a new build? What are we doing? Single family built in 2023. Opening bid is 935,000. So maybe an investor started and could not finish it, is what it looks like it might be. Maybe 999. Opening bid is 935 this week. Let's see. I'll show y'all. Y'all want me to go over PropWire just a little bit so y'all can find them where you live? Yes for PropWire. No, y'all are tired of me talking about PropWire. Golly, Ashley. Okay, here's one in Orange County. You know I'll be trying to see what's going on in Orange County. Let's see if it's there she is for sale. They're trying to sell her before she goes to auction. Opening bid is 633,000. Is that a second lien? Maybe because that's a good price. When did they buy it? If opening bid is 633,000, price cut 100K, somebody need to call them and offer them some money. Remember, I said opening bid is the loan balance unless that's a second lien sitting out there. Let me see. Foreclosure type. They got the foreclosure. This shirt right there. They went in default September of last year. They bought it for 2.6 in 2018. I don't know about that opening bid, you guys. I'd make sure I do a title search before I pay 600. You be really up. Your feelings gonna be hurt for the rest of your life. Pay $600,000 cash and you can't take ownership of that house. Feelings hurt. So how do you find out if it's a second lien? Anyone? You have to look at the title. You have to look at that title and see if it's the first mortgage or the second mortgage going. You always want to bid on the first mortgage. Always. That's why somebody asked about a title search. I'll go show y'all PropWire. Hold on. Look, here's another one. We got a $4.1 million. Is it a commercial building? Is it commercial or is it a good house? Not a Ross dress for less. It's not funny, but y'all know what I'm saying. Not a Ross dress for less on the auction block for $4.1 million. Somebody go buy Ross so we can dress for less. 4.1. It is going up for auction. Ross is up for auction this week, you guys. Commercial, I'm telling you, if you're in the market for a commercial building, you're about to get some good deals coming, but you just make sure you know what to do with it, right? Before you jam. But commercial, if you're looking for one, you can find one at a good deal. Come on, Malibu. Dang it. Zillow act like it's going to show you what it looks like, and then it don't show you what it looks like. 2.7 Rambla Pacifico in Malibu, California. Is it still there, y'all? Y'all think the house still there in Malibu? It's up for auction. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. What's Palm Avenue? You got to drive by the house. Make sure the house is still there before you bid. There's one going up this week. It's pending. Ooh, I hate to see that. I hate to see that. Maybe it'll get postponed or canceled. But I have auctioned off plenty of houses that have pending. Like a buyer had a contract on it and I auctioned off that house because that homeowner did not tell the bank that they were selling that house. That's not right. If you're in foreclosure and you want to sell your house, call the bank and let them know, or at least let the buyer know what's going on, right? Because what if you got like you did inspections, you put down earnest money, you put in your notice to where you live, and then the house you are about to buy goes up for auction. It's not right, but it's okay. Oh, I got some auctions this week. Whoop, there it is. Let's see if they make it. Napa, what's going on in Napa, California? I'm gonna do proper, y'all. I know I get off. Old Sonoma Road. Is it the land? Oh, it's 7.66 acres. 7.66 acres. Y'all better get it and put a winery. Ain't nobody buying wine right now. Y'all get it and grow some and get some chickens and some cows so we can have eggs. That's what you do. Grow a farm. That's what you need to do. So it is 15 square foot vacant land, 7.6 acres going up for auction this week. Let's look at this last one. Napa. I dropped it. I'll put it again in the chat so y'all can go look for yourselves. Take your time and look. Brian Arden Wines. Brian, are we about to auction off your place? And I was just talking about a winery. Sorry, Brian Arden Wines. Hold on. Let's see, you guys. I don't know. It said the wine place. Maybe it's the shopping center. I don't know, you guys. Y'all know I don't know. Brian Arden Wines. Brian Arden, if you're on here, I'm sorry. I did not mean to put all your business out there like this. I did not. 331 Silverado Trail. It's the wine shop. Oh, it says temporary closed. Okay. It's closed anyway. Okay. Never mind, Brian. That's okay. Well, that's what's going on with auctions this week. So I'm going to drop this in the chat. You guys, I will drop this in the chat so y'all can go look. You just click on trustee sales, scroll down to the bottom, and you can click on the week. New auctions come out on Friday, so you can see the following week. It's updated during the week, like every 5 minutes. As soon as the sales end, they'll update what it's sold for. They'll update opening bids. Whoop, there it is. Okay. So if a property is on foreclosure and whatever it's behind in payments, how much do or should I offer? Please and thank you. Yes, proper. If a property is in foreclosure and whatever it's behind in payments, how much do or should I offer? So just make sure I understand your question. Whatever you offer got to cover the balance, right? You got to cover at least the payoff, right? So now most investors do that 70% rule, 70% of market value. Some do 70%, some do 70% minus repairs, but you got to make sure you cover the payoff. You got to cover that payoff if you're trying to buy it from them, if that makes sense, right? So offer them, at least the payoff. You got to give them the payoff. And then run your numbers however you run them. If you're doing 70%, if you're doing 70% minus 30, if the number's real tight, you might need to do more than that. You know what I mean? Since houses are sitting on the market. So does that make sense? Isabel sells real estate. That's who I was talking to. Plant some grapes. There you go. Y'all didn't see my screen share? YouTube. What was y'all not see? Y'all didn't see anything? Y'all didn't see the house with the acres, the 7.76 acres YouTube unfolded? You didn't see it? Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to do something where y'all can alert me. Text my phone. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. I just at least want to show that with you. So Now can you see? What do y'all see now? Y'all don't see nothing? Okay, hold on. Because it was saying screen was sharing. Hold on, you guys. Boom. What about now? How about now? Y'all just see me? Now we see it. That's what I was showing y'all when I was like 7.66 acres going up for auction. And that's why I said y'all need some cows and some chickens so y'all can have some eggs. So we can all have some eggs, as a matter of fact. But that's going up for auction this week in Sonoma. And then the other one that I was trying to show y'all was Bryan Winery Place. But it looks like it closed down anyway. Bryan Silverado Trail in Napa, California. Two in Napa. Two auctions going on in Napa, California. If you live in Napa, go to the auction. It's always at the county courthouse. It's always at the county courthouse. It is never at the people's houses, okay? It's always at the county courthouse of where the property is located. Because y'all know I live in Memphis and I cannot be in these people's front yard auctioning off their house. I'm at the courthouse, okay, everybody? Go to the courthouse. It's open, free to the public. You don't have to pay to get in. It's not like it's the club. There's no like door charge or anything like that. Just go. If you don't have any money, just don't say anything. But go see how many people are there. Figure it out. If you need buyers or back-end buyers for your deals, go to the auction. Y'all looking for investors who got money, go to the auction. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. Okay, so actually tell your Memphis people to call me your resident Memphis bankruptcy attorney. Y'all call Holland's bankruptcy law office if you in bankruptcy. Yeah, I should have been a bankruptcy attorney because that's what everybody is doing is filing bankruptcy. That's all I'm seeing. Bankrupt, like goodness. But you got to do what you got to do. Just keep swimming. You know what I mean? So you guys, can y'all see PropWire screen? Let's do a little tutorial on this because y'all are like, I don't know where to find foreclosures and auctions where I live. And I'm about to show you really quickly. They do it on the courthouse steps. Yep. What was the address of the Bria? Carmela, tell me which one are you talking about? Which house were you talking about? I'll go back. Can you share more about how to get backup buyers for auctions? Backup buyers for auction. Or you mean backup buyers for your deals? Is that what you mean? Melissa, how do you find like end buyers and people like that for your deals? Is that what you mean? Yeah. So good question. A lot of people ask that. The auction is a great place, right? Go in there. Some people say they got their little business cards and they go in there and they're like, I mean, it's investors in there who are buying properties at the auctions who got cash. You could be like, hey, I get properties. If I get anything, you want me to send it to you, right? That's a good way to get some buyers. If you have a house in a particular neighborhood, like look and see if other investors have bought in that neighborhood. Look at the sold properties and see if it's like a flipped property and maybe see who flipped it and see if you can offer them a property that you have since you know they're working in that neighborhood. You know what I mean? Maybe some of these real estate investment groups or go to a meetup. Like a lot of states have meetups. Go in meetups, you can find out good closing companies, good escrow title companies that investors use, especially if y'all out here wholesaling. You need an investment. You need an escrow and title company that know how to do wholesale deals or knows how that is investor friendly. All escrow and closing companies are not investor friendly. So if you go to these meetups, they might share, in conversation, hey, go to White Castle escrow. They work with wholesalers or they work with investors. You know what I mean? So go pass out your card, let them know that you got properties and if it's a good deal. You know what I mean? Whoop, there it is, What does it mean on property when it shows the properties in foreclosure, but the closing date has passed? Like I said, a lot of them postponed, canceled. A property can go into foreclosure multiple times. These people are doing modifications and refinancing, take it so that'll stop the foreclosure. They come out of a modification, go back into foreclosure. So I say still reach out to them a lot of times. And just see, right? I won't mark them off. Like if they still showing pre-foreclosure, they might still be in foreclosure. So you guys, I'm in propwire.com. If you're familiar with PropStream, then PropWire is easy. PropWire is just free. PropStream costs $99. PropWire is free, 10 cents to skip trace. Before I start talking, blink if you can see my screen, because once I get to talking, it's hard for me to catch up. Thank you for blinking. I believe there's a home in Orange County in foreclosure for $600. Had they owned it for a long time? Oh, you talking about the one that I showed, Carmela? Carmela, you like Ashley? Stay focused. Keep up with the story, Carmela. I'll go back. My lease is up in August. Do I go to the bank for a pre-approval amount I can borrow so I can get set to move in August? First time home buyer. Yes, you got to get pre-approved. Definitely got to get pre-approved before you jump out here and negotiate. I don't know what the market is going to look like in August, but negotiate. Look at homes that have been sitting on the market for a long time, right? And I mean, they might not be the most beautiful, but you guys, I think when buying a home, especially in this market, again, I don't want you to be the one catching a falling knife. You don't ever want to buy the biggest, prettiest house on the block. You always hear that, but it's true. You don't want to buy the biggest, prettiest house on the block. Try to find something. If it's been sitting, go with what you can afford. You know what I mean? Go with what you can afford comfortably. If you're buying a house, especially first time home buyer, what you can afford comfortably. You can do all the cosmetic stuff over time is what I'm saying. But go with where you get the best deal, where you can afford it. Maybe the location is great, but it might need a little work. Those are the ones. Get a good home inspection. You don't want to buy a money pit. Get a good home inspection. Good home inspection and negotiate. If your agent is like, we need to get full price, you need to be like, no, no, I need another agent, especially if it's been sitting on the market. The longer it's been on the market, the lower my price going to be. Okay. So if it's been sitting on the market, negotiate for sure. For sure. Okay, you guys. Yes, door knock the neighbor. I made some letters for abandoned and vacant homes for the neighbors. You just get them and you can fill in the address, and it says like, I live in the neighborhood and I was wondering if you had information on your neighbor. Put their little address in it, and it's got your name and phone number on it, and you can leave it with the neighbor. Okay, let's talk about PropWire, you guys. So PropWire, first of all, in PropWire, you can find, it's like a lead generation for investors is what I would kind of categorize it as. You can put in single addresses. So for those of you who drive for dollars, if you're driving for dollars, if you don't know what drive for dollars is, it's when you drive around and you look for homes that might be abandoned or vacant, the grass is grown up, the windows are boarded up, and you want to try to get in contact with them to see if they want to sell it. You drive and you write down the addresses. You can put individual addresses in here, right? You can put in your city, your county, your state, your zip code. I challenge everybody to go in here and put their zip code in and see what pops up. So let's do, because like, what do we always do? Chi-Town. We're going to put in Chicago, Illinois. I could put in the county. I could put in Cook County. I could put in the zip state. Then, so it pulled 891,000 homes in Chicago. Then we need to filter it by absentee, adjustable, assumable, auctions, bank owned, bankruptcies, cash buyer, code violation. Oh, they added those, didn't they, you guys? Look, code violation and divorce. Let's scroll on down. Liens, low equity, intrafamily, blah, 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 blah. Out of state, pre-foreclosures. Boom. Filtered it down to 2,597. You can do property types, single family, condo, multifamily, multifamily 5+, mobile homes, land, commercial. Boom. We just stick in the single family. And then it will filter it, 1,663. And then you click on all the houses that it pulled for you that's in foreclosure. Boom. There's one. It's an assumable loan, high equity, pre-foreclosure. They got a first mortgage. They bought it in 2016. What I want to tell everybody, do not take this information for gold. Okay. Do not take this information for gold. It's just a little rough draft. Okay. These numbers might not be correct. Maybe if you have a house, put it in there and see what pops up, and then you can see how accurate it is. They got a second mortgage. Somebody was asking about that. How do you know if they got a second? Proper, I'll show you if they got a first and a second. They got a second in last year at a 7%. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Tax information, foreclosure details. See, this one's showing that it went in foreclosure recording was March 1st. It does not have an auction date. I would still reach out to them. They probably still in foreclosure. They probably postponed it, canceled it, put it in forbearance. I would still reach out. Then you can click on owner. Ariola Popoca, if you're on here, I apologize. I do not mean to put all your business out on this YouTube channel. Okay. You click skip trace for 10 cents. You can get their age and their phone number and email. And then you can reach out to them. You can send them a letter, a text message. You can call them. You can send them a letter in a bottle, a message in a bottle. You can send them a bird. You can send them a telegraph. If you know telepathy, you can do that as well. Whatever. And then you reach out to them to see if they want to, well, whatever you want to do. You might just call them and want to talk to them. And then it's got comps, history, boom, everybody who's bought and sold that house and all that. And you can just kind of go through all of them. Boom, boom, all the houses that are in foreclosure right there in Chicago. Whoop, there it is. So you can do that. And like I said, you can do individual addresses, right? So if you were going to the auction, right, you guys, you're going to the auction. If you know me, you know that auction does not mean you can't talk to them. You can talk to those people all the way up until their auction date, right? They are still the homeowner. So if you can get them people on the phone before their auction date, you can make a deal with them, right? So these people aren't going into auction, into foreclosure. Let's look at this. I'm on auction.com in case y'all like, where are we? I'm on auction.com and it pulled up Fulton County. Their auction is, I saw March, didn't I? March 4th. That's right. The first Tuesday of the month, March 4th. Again, you can put in addresses. I could put in 4256 Glenda Drive. I can come back over here to PropWire, put it in. Boom. There it is. There it is. High equity. Somebody need to call them, don't they? They bought in 2000. That opening bid was good anyway, wasn't it? 189. 189. 309. What's 70% of 309? Look at me. Y'all getting a crash course like y'all in my mentorship. Mentorship starts Wednesday. If y'all want to get in, it's 5 weeks. It's a good time. Anthony's in here. Harpeet's in here. It's a good time. 5 weeks. $309,000 times 70%. 216,000 is where you need to be at on making an offer on them. Opening bid is 189. That's real close. 216, 200, 189. If it get bid up too high, I don't know. Now, if you want to live in it and buy it, then you can, that's still a great deal, right? You get it for a $300,000 house for $200,000 to live in. Boom. I think it just depends on what your end game is. If you're trying to flip it to somebody, or if you're trying to rent it, you can pay more, right? That's a different game. The long game, cash flow, rentals, that's different than trying to flip it and make a quick profit. Your numbers got to be wider. I was going to say tighter, wider to flip than if you're renting, right? You can afford to pay a little bit more if you're going to rent out the property because it's the long game. You know what I mean? That makes sense to everybody? I froze. Okay, I'm back. Good. I hope y'all heard. Thanks, Anthony. Shout out to y'all. I'll drop the link one more time for y'all in the chat. If not, it's on my, it's down below. And if y'all don't know what to say to people, y'all know I have letters. Just grab the letters. They're like $19. Or you can write your own letter. I just give y'all examples on what to send to people. But that is, let me go back to PropWire so y'all can see. PropWire. So again, like I'm telling you, you can put in individual addresses, city, county, state. You can put in your own zip code. I challenge y'all to put in your own zip code, do pre-foreclosures. You can do auctions, see what they say. And see, you wonder why Mr. Johnson grass so high right now. He might be in foreclosure. Put in and see what you got going on in your neighborhood. It does not matter where you live. Anywhere, what we said, Beverly Hills. Let's see what they're doing in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills, California. Let's see who's in foreclosure. Did I hit pre-foreclosure? Property types. It has never not showed me something in Beverly Hills. Never. Hold on. It's not working. Look at me. It's not working because it is all. Let's reset. I mean, it's not even showing any houses in Beverly Hills. See, PropWire now. Keep in mind, PropWire get an attitude every once in a while. So just go with it sometimes. There we go. All right. Now, it pulled all of Beverly Hills lead types. Let's do pre-foreclosures. There we go. We got 18. 18 pre-foreclosures. 5.9 million. Big and small. They can all fall sometimes. Could y'all be like, it's only hood houses at the auction? Not true. Au contraire, mon frere. There's some giants that go to auction a lot of times. So 27 million. Get behind on that payment. Get behind on a $27 million payment and see what happens. And they got a mortgage. How much is their estimated loan payment? It's $2 million a month. Get behind on that one time. Once. And see what happens. Just start packing it up. Just start packing it up. That's all I got to say. In Memphis, that house will cost probably like $150,000. 4.2 million in Deep Canyon Drive. Pre-foreclosure. Estimated loan payment is $10,000. Get behind on a $10,000 loan payment one time. Once. And see what happens. Okay, you guys. I think I shared with y'all everything. PropWire. So go in there, play around in PropWire, especially if you want to reach out to homeowners in pre-foreclosure. If you don't want to go to the auction and you want to reach out to them before they go to the auction, you can still reach out to them, you guys. Like, let me show you. Let me show you this and I'm going to let y'all go. Look, I'm going to let y'all go. Ruben Lublin, he's a trustee. I always tell y'all to find the trustees, right? He has his listing. He posts his listings months before the actual auction. So if you're looking in Georgia, Tennessee, Mississippi, and Alabama, check out his site. I'm going to drop it in the chat so y'all can see. What area in Memphis is safe? I'm thinking South Haven or Memphis. South Haven is Mississippi. So South Haven, yeah. Olive Branch, that's Mississippi. You're talking suburbs. Lakeland, Arlington, South Haven, and Olive Branch are Mississippi. Lakeland, Arlington, Eads, that's Tennessee. Yeah, South Haven is cool. You can go there. Look, you can go there. Yeah, right. 2 million mortgage payment. Get behind one time. Once. Just pack it all up. Just go and get you some boxes and pack it on up. So Ruben posts his auctions. Blink if you can see my screen because y'all know I'll start talking. Blink if you can see my screen. Who gonna blink first? Who blinking first? There we go. Thank you, Carol. Okay, so he posts auctions way ahead of time. So these are March. Remember, what did I say? Georgia and Texas, they auction the first Tuesday of the month. So these are March auctions out of Atlanta. So if you were working Atlanta's market, I'm close PropWire, you have until March 4th to reach out to these people and see if they might want to make a move. And look, he even posts some of their opening bids right here. Let's see what they're doing on College Street. Opening bid is $89.9. Let's see if it's worth it. So I put the whole address in here. Let's see if we can get some information on this property. There we go. Oh, it's only worth 92. Goodness, it's got all the things checked on it: absentee, negative, pre-foreclosure, adjustable auction. It's all of them. Tired landlord. It's all of them. Let's go find another example. We got too much going on that one little house. I don't know Atlanta like that. Y'all know Atlanta better than I do. Let's see what's going on 985 McDaniel Street. They got all of the things. Goodness. Okay, 985 McDaniel Street, Southwest. There it is. Let's see what they got. Oh, it looks like a new build, doesn't it? Failed listing. Looks like a new build, didn't sell. It's a bunch of absentee cash, free and clear. So y'all will be like, how's it free and clear? And it's in pre-foreclosure. They got a lien somewhere. Go check on the county records and deeds for whatever county this is. PropWire does not give all the information. It's a lien somewhere on this house. PropWire might not show it though. So 434,000. But if they just built it, it might not be any. I don't know. Foreclosure details. Yep, it's in foreclosure. It say it went January 7th. It might not have gone. No, it didn't go because it's back on the list. Isn't it right? It's going again March 4th. So it went January. They probably got it postponed or did something. And it's going again in March. So then you could click on owner. Handsome Home Company LLC. If Handsome Home Company is watching this, I'm sorry. I did not mean to put all your business out. I promise I did not. And then you can go through and just see. So here's March auctions: Decatur, Duluth, Gainesville. These are March. I'm looking right here on this side of the screen if y'all are trying to see where I'm looking at the dates. And this is the opening bid over here. Here's one. Opening bid is 239.9. 239.9. Keep on scrolling down. I don't want to make y'all dizzy, but keep on scrolling. Here's April auctions. He's already got April auctions posted. That means you got 2 months to reach out to these people and see if they might want to sell. That's Atlanta again. I don't know Atlanta like that, but you know what I mean? So that's April. So let's keep on scrolling. Look at all those auctions. First Tuesday of the month. There's a couple of May 6th. You got 3 months to reach out to those people and see if they might want to make a move. So that's what you're doing. I put them in PropWire, skip trace them, reach out to them, send them a message in a bottle, or however you want to reach out to them, you guys, and make some deals. Y'all better be trying to figure out what y'all gonna do. Look, what y'all gonna do when the hit the fan, you know what I mean? A lot of people are gonna start probably try to sell. I don't know, you guys. The plot thickens. I think this week is going to be a little roller coaster with all these layoff announcements coming, but we'll see. We'll see. I was going to say stay ready. You don't have to get ready, but you know what I mean? There's opportunity. There will be opportunity. More opportunities are coming. You just got to be prepared, be ready, be in a position to take advantage of the opportunity. And I don't want to say take advantage because that sounds bad. But a lot of people were young or weren't ready the last time the market had a downturn in 2008. Don't let this be the time that it happens again and you on the sideline trying to figure out what to do. That's all I'm saying. You did 114 letters. I'm so proud of you. What are the best websites to buy from? What you mean? Like REO properties? Is that what you mean? REOs, like bank-owned properties? HUD, Home Store, Home Path, Home Steps, Wells Fargo, Truist, and Bank of America all have their own REO sites you can go buy. You can use traditional financing, FHA 203K, conventional. You know what I mean? REO. There you go. Yep, that's what I thought. So those HUD, Home Store, Home Path, Home Steps, truestreo.com, I think is what it is. Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Auction.com has bank properties as well. Like you can buy an REO off of auction.com as well. If we're talking, hold on, because y'all might not can see my screen. Okay, y'all can't see. If we're talking commercial, that's 10x.com. Yes, remember, allow. So you can go on 10x if you're looking for commercial properties. That's a good site to look for properties. Yeah, properties. They have office, multifamily, retail, hotel, industrial, land, flex, sports and entertainment. There's going to be a lot of commercial coming to the market. So that's 10x.com, CREXI.com. I know you asked me about auctions. I mean, bank owned. And then I started, because people ask about commercial all the time. And I didn't want y'all to forget. So check out CREXI if you want a monetary, lease properties, auction properties, sale, all properties for sale, all types. If you want a gas station, if you need a release, Bank of America, Motel 6, they're going to leave the light on for you. Cash flowing mobile home park in Zephyr Hills. I don't know where, in Florida. Chicago Heights. You want a McDonald's? There's a little Sonic drive-through. So CREXI, 10x.com. If you want land and farm, landwatch.com. If y'all want to grow you some farm and have some chickens and some cows and have your own eggs, you know what I mean? Landwatch.com. Try those sites. Go peek around and see what you can find. If you want to get away from it all and just get away from everybody and you want to go live in the trees, you can go there. Landandfarm.com. If you want your acres, go get your acres. Go get your property. Residential, ranches, farm, undeveloped, horse property, waterfront, hunting. If you just tired of the city, you want a dairy farm, aquaculture, hospitality for sale, marina, mobile home park for sale. Somebody go and buy the oil or minerals for sale and dig for some oil. Somebody go buy the orchard so we can have apples. Landandfarm.com. So try those sites. If you're search by land, search by state. Landandfarm.com in case you're watching the replay. Landandfarm.com, landwatch.com if you're looking for some acres, if you're just tired of everybody in their life. I guess if you pay the money, if the money green, it might not matter what color your skin is. On the history tab, can you see a second loan or lien? You can see, like on PropWire, you can see first mortgage, second mortgage, you can. And like I said, if you're not sure, go check your county record and deeds in whatever county it is and see if you can see like a lien on that title. Because sometimes PropWire doesn't show, is what I want to say. PropWire doesn't always show. Y'all, I'm talking to y'all. It's like 172 people on this live. What's up, everybody? Welcome. It's 9:32, 10:32 on the East Coast. And we know y'all just waking up to do sunrise yoga on the West Coast. I know how it's going down. Just eating breakfast over there on the West Coast. Welcome. Good morning to everybody on the West Coast. There it is. Live like Channel 5. That we are. I did a reel talking about the websites. Like if you need a whole list of websites, I just put it in the chat. Y'all can click on it. I'll give you like REO, auctions, commercial, and one other for free. I'll give you a whole list of websites. You see anything around Boston, let me try to come up with my accent in Boston. My accent don't be really good, but that's okay. Boston, Massachusetts. Let's see what's going on in Boston. You name the state, I'm going to come up with an accent like I live there. Let's see. pre-foreclosures. You have 17. There you go. Not one bath, one bed, one bath for 800. We're not paying 800 for one bedroom and one bathroom, are we, in Boston? It says high equity though. Boom. 6 bed, 3 bath for $779. So it's some in Boston. Come on here and look. Look, come on over here and look. Let's see if y'all got something going to auction in Boston. So you can go to the auction and then send me pictures once you go to let me know what y'all got going on in Boston. Boston. You see, I go back and forth between auction.com and PropWire. Okay. Well, I don't know. Is this right? Boston, or is these counties outside of Boston? So when you're on auction.com, you can click on bank-owned REO or foreclosure homes. That's the auction. REO is bank-owned. Foreclosure, you're going to be at the courthouse bidding. Okay. Another thing, be mindful of, if you click on foreclosure homes, if you scroll down, it tells you where the auction is. Let's see. Auction held at property. Look at y'all in Boston holding auctions at the people's house. It must be real safe in Middlesex County. Y'all real safe out there, because I could never in Memphis, Tennessee, have an auction in the people's front yard. Not ever in life. Y'all holding the auctions at the people. That's the first time I have seen that. Come on, Middlesex County. Y'all real safe out there. Okay. I see you. Because I could never. Memphis could never. Y'all, I see you, Tiffany. I'm going over to them people's house and make them an offer. Take them some cookies and see if they want to sell their house before the auction. But that is crazy. Y'all auctioning at people's house in the front yard. That's like the Home Alone house. Y'all out there auctioning in these people's house. Let's see. Auctions held at property address. Crazy. That means y'all are just safe. That's a good home, family, town, county. That's what I'm talking about. We should strive to be like that, shouldn't we? Now let's go to Chicago and see where they holding auctions in Chicago. I bet you it's not in these people's front yards. Let's see what they're doing in Cook County. The auction is at the courthouse. That was my point. I was going to say, before I was completely shocked to see y'all at people's front yards, I was going to say, when you go to auction.com, look under location so you can see where the auction is. Because sometimes they're at the courthouse. Auction.com, sometimes they will auction in like the hotel, a conference room in a hotel. So I just don't want you at the wrong place at the wrong time and missing out on your coins, missing out on your property. You know, so just double check so you're at the right place at the right time. You know what I mean? Prepare for the auction. That's what you do. And if you're looking for trustees, I always tell y'all, click on foreclosure contact info. Like I showed y'all Ruben Lublin, where he posted those auctions ahead of time. Click right here, foreclosure contact, put Diaz and Zelmo and Associates in Google and see if they have a site. And that's how you find them where you live. Whoop. There it is. Did y'all learn something from me today? Are y'all glad I'm back? Are y'all glad your auction mama's back? I can't believe y'all in them people front yard auctioning their house. Y'all should be ashamed in Middlesex. Auctioning in the front yard. That's like something out of the movies. I'm just kidding. Y'all just safe. Just a safe little county, aren't y'all? As long as it's not a blizzard, but I ain't scared of anything. I tell you. All right, you guys. I think that's all I got for you, unless y'all got some questions that y'all want to ask me. But I think that's all I got for you. I might come back tomorrow, but I'll let you know. Oh, here's the little website link. I think it is, you guys. Here, click on this. Somebody click on this and let me know if you can see it. That should give y'all all the websites that y'all want. Somebody click on that and let me know if it worked out for ya. If it worked, me and my little sound effects, I'm always changing my voice. That's where all my products are. The letters, the auction accelerator, the mentorship that starts on Wednesday. All of them are right there, you guys. And if you came in at the end of this or the middle or not the beginning, this will be on YouTube in a few minutes and y'all can watch it. You guys, it is literally 9:38. What else do you want me to talk about? The code for the thanks, Harpreet. Auction accelerators, thank you. I don't like cold calling or texting the people, hang up or curse me out. Edie, what are you saying to these people? You got to lead with love. Lead with love. Actually, I found an 800,000 home in Texas. Did you do the research on it? Like, how much did they pay for it? Oh, that's what y'all wanted me to show you. That's okay. So, for example, you guys, thank you for telling me that. REO house, right? If I was to look for a bank-owned house and y'all are like, how much should you offer them? Let me take you through my brain process. This is HUD Home Store, okay? HUD Home Store is another bank-owned site. You can click, see all the properties, 20, Texas, 124. Let's say I was looking at this house, right? 1610 Mount Connors. And I'm trying to see how much do I want to offer them. First of all, let's put them in proper and see what they got going on. Because I want to see how much the last owner paid for that house. That's my train of thought. Let me talk out loud so you can hear what my mind is thinking. I want to see what the last person paid for that house because it's probably where the bank is trying to break even at least. You know what I mean? So let me get you as close as I can to. So let me do some research and see what they paid for it. They bought into not 2021. They owe that whole loan. What they got the opening bid sitting at 409? They paid 359 for it. Yikes. 336. They probably owe. Look, they might need that whole loan. Well, at least you can do 330. You know what I mean? At least try to get not 330. I would try to offer them 300 and see what they say. Right? It's the bank. They can write off all that other stuff. But at least, but that's what I'm saying. That would be my train of thought. Let me see how much the last person paid for it, how much they lost it for, and I'm going to try to be close to what that payoff would be. Like do some research and see. But that's what I would do. And if they bought it years and years ago and that payoff is low, lowball them. We playing limbo. How low can you go? If they bought it years ago, give them a low price and see what they're going to do. Is what I would do. And again, as an investor, make sure you just know your formula, stay in your numbers. If your numbers don't work, keep walking, right? If it does not work, walk away, right? That's why I came on the investment side. On the investor side, if the numbers don't make sense, it's a no. On the retail side, on the retail side, it's like, I love this house, but my grandmother said that the tree in the front yard is leaning to the left. And you can never buy a house with a tree leaning to the left. So I'm going to back out of this deal. Ma'am, I can't deal with those emotions and stuff like that. Investors be like, okay, the numbers make sense. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. The numbers don't make sense. It's a no. Boom. Let's go to the next one. That's what I like. Lucky for you. That's what I like. I just like it cut and dry on the investment side. So that's what I would do. That would be my train of thought. Look, see how much they paid for it the last time it was sold. And then if they bought it a long time ago, if you don't know, throw it in Chat GPT and ask them what that payoff would be. You know what I mean? If you can look on PropWire, go in Chat GPT and say, ooh, they got a third mortgage. Hold on. I didn't even see that one. For $15,000. So they might be at 336 plus 15. Golly. Or maybe they wrote that one off. Maybe they're going to get rid of that third one and just go with the first one. Give them 300. That's what I would do. But no, what I was going to say is if you're trying to figure out, and you can do this when making offers with people, if you're trying to figure out their payoff, a lot of times, see how much they paid for it, throw it in Chat GPT, say, how much would the payoff be right now if somebody bought in 2021, the original loan amount was $359, Their interest rate was 3.5%, and they were on a what, 30-year loan. And they're probably behind 6 months because they in foreclosure, or a year, and it will spit out a number for you. And then that can kind of also give you an idea of where you need to be or what their payoff might be on that house. That'll at least get you in the ballpark a little bit, maybe. Um, am I back? Am I back? Melissa, am I back? Y'all in my back? What if the home is owed free and clear? Am I back, y'all? Or am I just talking to myself? Y'all can tell me. Somebody blink. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Okay, cool. Or am I just talking to myself? Um, what if the home is owned free and clear and it's on the REO site? Is that what you're saying? Or am I lost? Or did I just put all the stories together and make one good story? Tell me the story again. Holland's bankruptcy law office. Tell me what I'm supposed to be figuring out in my head. REO home with no mortgage listed. How did it go into foreclosure though? Like where did the bank, maybe unless it was like a probate or an heirship property and they got it and the bank took it back. But why would the bank take it back if it was heirship? You know what I mean? Yeah. So REO home with no mortgage listed. But why would it foreclose? Why did the bank, unless it was like a reverse mortgage, unless it was a reverse mortgage. Maybe it was a reverse mortgage and the bank took it back. I don't know. I would look and see when the last time it sold though. That's what I would do. But I mean, if there's nothing, then do your math, right? Yeah, taxes owned only on 4524. Yeah, if it's free and clear, then all you do is pay the taxes on it. That's why I'm like, was it a reverse mortgage? And then maybe the bank took it back. 4-bedroom, bank on, free and clear, high equity. So I would go on. Boom. In 2020, what did they pay for it in 2020? That's the loan. Hold on. Catherine foreclosed on her loan in 2020, probably. How much did Catherine pay for it? How much did Catherine pay for her house, class? Let me go look a little further. Let's see if Catherine is the one who lost her house to the bank. 709, built in 2015. Catherine, where are you, Catherine? Let's see. 2020. Is that when Catherine bought it in 2020? Sold, listed for sale, or is that when they foreclosed on it? 445, 485, 2020, sold in 2020. Maybe it's this one, pending sale, sold. It doesn't say what they sold for. I would go look and see if you can look at, what county is this? I don't know, Texas, whatever county this is. Look on y'all's county records and deeds and see what she bought it for. Because Catherine was the one who got foreclosed on. See how much Catherine paid for that house in, what was it, 2020 when Catherine bought it? Yeah, 2020. There it is. Did Catherine get it for 435? That's the loan that was foreclosed on. I can't see because the Zillow isn't showing it and I don't have access to, the MLS. But I would look at whatever county McKinney is in, look at their records and deeds office and see what Catherine bought it for. And that's the amount they foreclosed on 4 years ago. So she probably owed that whole loan if she just bought it in 2020. Go on, give them 485. Off of 485. Off of 400. But that's, yeah. Also, if you have liens that are unpaid, it's reverse more than nasty work. Okay. hope I answered everybody's questions. Oh, I named a site at the beginning if y'all are trying to do tax liens and tax deeds. Parceldream.com. These are tax deeds, liens, auctions, and certificates. Parceldream.com. Look at Shelby County, Tennessee. That's me. Parceldream.com. And then another good site is Zeus. That's how we bid here in Shelby County. But you can, they do all kinds of tax counties, tax liens in different counties, not just Shelby County, like auctions, Delaware County, Madison County, Miami County, Indiana, Sullivan County, Zeus auction. I'll drop it in the chat so y'all can check those out. If y'all are interested in tax liens, deeds, certificates, y'all know what I'm saying, right? Check those out. We all going to bed. Don't worry, YouTube Unfolded. We all going to bed. They not going to keep me up. Don't worry. Parceldream.com. All right, you guys, let's all go to bed. You know, it's hard for us to get off. You go to sleep first. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up. We're all going to hang up tonight. Okay. Hold on, Edie. What you talking about? Her loan balance is 363. I also got a friend that lives in that city. Sale history states fine. Edie, you talking about the one in Texas that we just went over? Sales history 500K with 51%. What you talking about? You talking about your own property, or you talking about the one we just looked at? Her loan balance is 363. Also got a friend. Either you better speak now or forever hold your peace. All right, you guys. I might come back tomorrow. We shall see. Y'all know I'm on Instagram, Your Agent Ashley on Instagram. If you want to come back and watch this, it'll be up on YouTube. So make sure you watch. Oh, Texas. You were talking to Holland's bankruptcy. Boom. Good research. Look at you, little Inspector Gadget. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you got to dig a little deeper. What is Bid for Assets? That's like a little auction place too. Bid for Assets is a auction website as well that you can bid for properties on. Donald Shaw, I see you. I know. Come on this Sunday. Who knew? Because I love y'all. Because I love you. And I try to lead with love, right? So I hope y'all got something out of this. I'm on Instagram, Your Agent Ashley. I'm on YouTube. If you need me, youragentashley@gmail.com. You guys, govern yourselves accordingly. Take this and use it as you will. Govern yourselves accordingly. So, all right, you guys, reach out to me if you need me or if you have questions. If not, y'all have a good weekend. Turn off the TV. Don't let your anxiety go out of control watching the news and everything that's going on. You know, turn the world off sometimes. You guys, turn the world off sometimes. So that's all I got for you guys. Happy Valentine's. I appreciate you all. Have a good night, you guys. On 3, let's all hang up. On 3. And then everybody in California can go to breakfast and all that. Y'all can go eat breakfast. Okay, you guys. Have a good night. See you soon. Bye, you guys.